Hello and welcome to the MIGCAST.
Hello, everybody.
It's been a long time since we've recorded, but here we are. Sicknesses have surpassed. Vacations have ended. So we're good.
We're regrouping.
It's time to put up some new content.
Yeah.
That all 14 of you have been itching for. And so here we are.
Episode 10 of news.
Yeah, episode 10 of news. Luckily there wasn't a whole lot. I mean, there was stuff that happened, and some of our stuff's a little late, but, you know, I feel like we don't necessarily cater to the hardcore.
Well, and we can tell you guys, too, we've had unboxings planned. We had all this stuff planned that
things got fucked.
Yeah, stuff is kind of jacked up. Still waiting on some games that never got shipped out. A lot of people having that problem. NAS America.
Bad NAS. So,
sorry. Continue.
So we're just going to dive right on into this episode here, and I'm going to start talking about with what we've been playing. And I will start off. I've been playing a lot of different stuff. I've picked up a ton of stuff. Went a little bit on a buying spree and was just like... And I picked up...
How much you want to
Lego Marvel's Avenger. I bought. Been playing that. That's fun. It's lots of fun.
How is that... What does that add versus the previous superheroes?
And that's the thing, because like the Marvel superheroes game had all the Marvel superheroes in it. This is just stuff from the Marvel Avengers universe, but the game also encompasses like Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, Captain America 1 and 2, Thor 2. It encompasses a whole bunch of different movies, not just the Avengers movies. But it's just Avenger stuff. So there's like no Wolverine, no Guardians of the Galaxy, nothing like that.
Aren't there like 140 or something plus unlockable?
30 characters.
It's a nice
shit like that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Some of it's like costume. Like it could be real
Iron Man's
simple.
got all the marks.
Yeah, like it could be real. Pepper Potts is an unlockable character. Like,
pouch.
Yep. So there's that. That's been really good. That game's kind of weird because a lot of the voice acting, like they just pull from the movie, but then some of like the new lines they recorded are recorded with like different actors
and even gaming celebrities.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily that voice actor. Colby Smulders does all the voice in it because she does Maria Hill.
Yeah, and I'm torn on that too because it's one of those things where like they could have. I don't want to like stay on it too long. But it's either go all in with a fake cast that has impersonators or don't use
or pay the money.
Yeah, I'm playing Marvel Avengers on the Vita, and it's impressive because it's the first time that they've done like the open world, and they're not just doing the cheap cash in on it. And so like the sound quality on the voice clips aren't too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You can tell they're lifted from the audio. Not as bad as like Lego Hobbits was. Or Lego Lord of the Rings was. Yeah. That one, you could definitely tell they pulled from the audio from the movies.
That's good. What else have you been playing?
So it's not that bad. I also picked up Street Fighter V. Been playing a little bit of Street Fighter V. Really liking that. I have Street Fighter 4 and I have all the add-on content for it, but I was never really big into like... I don't know if it's just like the art style of Street Fighter 4. I was kind of like, because it's kind of like that borderline cel-shaded stuff.
Yeah, it was. And it wasn't, now that was the one, it wasn't a 3D environment, but it was like skewed kind of, where like the plane would kind of shift a little.
During certain moves, the camera might like pan and turn a little bit. But and this game still does this when you like do super combos. Like their version of super combos, critical art is what they call it.
The 3D fighting games.
But it's really good. The fighting's really tight in this game. It's got its systems like its V trigger and V reversal, but they're all fairly easy to do. It's just learning the timing and mastering it. So
I'm sorry, I always interrupt. I was going to ask you how you feel about the release strategy of them kind of pulling a Splatoon.
I know a lot of people like that game is definitely a half a game right now. Like. There's a big update coming in March, very soon, I believe. I don't think that's happened yet. So coming very, very soon. That's going to add a lot of the modes that were missing in it. Because basically all you're getting right now is unranked matches, ranked matches. They have a survival mode.
Yeah, there's no story mode.
Yeah, there's a story mode, but it's almost kind of like they should almost call it like a, what is it, a prologue is what they do before the story.
That's it.
Should almost be like a prologue. Like every character might have 2 or 3 battles. Some characters only have like 1 battle.
That's fine.
And it's all like the still art. Which
that's how it was.
Growing up,
Yes.
a lot of people bitch about the still art.
Fighting games should not have stories. I like the cheesy.
Growing up, we grew up with the still art, like
Mm-hmm.
here's a frame. So it's got that, but in June, that game is getting an actual campaign put in that's going to sound a lot like kind of like Mortal Kombat story modes, where it's like there is an overall story. You have your definite good guys here. Like it's,
I like
it's
that.
good.
See,
I liked what little bit story mode it has right now. I really liked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to the story mode coming out. I've been enjoying the online battles just because like I normally don't play fighting games online because I'm not that great, but
and I'm sure the community is loaded with.
it's not bad. The biggest problem they have right now is rage quitters. You can just outright
like Madden, though. You get screwed though somewhat. You get hurt on some of that, or they actually
not yet.
Reward you?
They are putting in a system. They just docked people that have been accused of it, like 30 league points. League points, which you earn.
Because Madden used to have a problem with that a lot.
Yeah, well, this is a huge problem. Normally in those games, you got to pull the Ethernet cable.
Mm-hmm.
This one, you could just straight pause, quick game, and people weren't getting docked for it.
Man.
Capcom is putting in systems to penalize people for doing that. Because, that's bullshit. You start getting your ass handed to you, and it's like, oh, nope, quit. Mm-hmm. A couple things that need to change. Like when you're in ranked play, like when you're doing a ranked play or online fighting, you select a main character from your profile. And you can't change your character, like, in between battles. You have to, like, back out to the main menu, go into your fight profile, and change your main character there. So, I think that I could see in ranked play being like that, but in unranked play, you should just do your typical, like, here's your character selection screen, pick a character.
Now, do you think we'll ever get maybe then another Marvel vs. Capcom next in this style? Because that would be pretty
kind of cool.
Or what about a DLC add-on pack for like $30 or something like that?
You never know. I know Capcom has said they plan on supporting this game for years. Yeah, years.
Because I think with superheroes kind of being more in like now, that would be a huge.
A Marvel vs. Capcom game would be real good
if they have the license. I'm assuming they have the licensing still.
Just to see. Capcom should just do an outright Marvel fighting game. Would be fantastic.
Children of the Atom.
Yeah.
On the day.
Like, that'd be really good. There's one on the...
There's 6 fighters.
Mobile. Oh, yeah, no. You do, like, all the fighters.
Oh, yeah.
But that's really good. I've been playing that. A little bit of that. But, like I said, there's so little content there right now that it's pretty much like, I'll go play a handful of matches.
Well, I don't want to go on too much. I haven't been talking too much here, but I was going to say, like, we initially were kind of hating on like when Splatoon did that, but like honestly, it always feels like you're getting new stuff, and it is kind of a good system.
And you have a lot of games starting to do this whole piecemeal type thing. Hitman. I mean, season 1 of Hitman premieres,
but they nailed the cost thing on that.
Yeah.
Because honestly, Street Fighter could have maybe benefited from doing it. Here's a $19.99, and then you.
And I think if you're gonna do releasing a game in piecemeal, I think you almost need to do this portion of the game is $15.
Isn't that Hitman's 15? I think for the starter.
Yeah, this portion of the game is $10. Like, do it in piecemeal. I know Call of Duty kind of is testing it with Black Ops 3, where you can get the multiplayer. I think it's just the month of March, or maybe it was just the month of February, where you could get just the multiplayer for $15.
Sorry, notes.
So yeah, but that's now look at me kind of tangenting off.
No, that's good. We
can talk more about the like news, or maybe even.
Well, that's why I'm kind of throwing this in here because we might forget it later.
Yeah,
and I think
I'll
this
put
is
in like another
important.
segment called just like our thoughts.
Yeah, we're gonna start, guys, timestamping our video. So if you don't care about this stuff, you want news, we'll make it so you guys can click and you can kind of move forward on stuff.
That was weird.
So
the brightness on the screen went up really high, and then it went back.
That's probably from dropping it. So do you want me to kind of interweave here because you said
no, you go about. Yeah, because I still got more to talk about. But you've played stuff that I haven't played.
Yes, it's weird because I had owned like Fire Emblem Awakening on 2 different occasions in the past, and I love those kind of strategy games like the old XComs and like Final Fantasy Tactics and all that. Disgaea, which is a little more crazier, but I've been playing Fire Emblem Fates. Or if, when you're in Japan or whatnot.
Isn't that game technically like 3 different games?
It is, yeah.
There's some weird kind of thing where you play a base game up until where you pick a side, and then depending on what side you pick, you need to go buy a separate cartridge or something.
Yeah, there's different... it's hard to really get into without spoiling the story. You really should check it out because it is exceptional. The biggest change, guys, over Awakening is the characters have feet. Before it was weird because they had like the little stumps and they kind of looked weird. The cutscenes, the music's phenomenal, the art is great, the art style, and the story's really good, and the gameplay improves on a lot of the systems in the past, and I would be playing even more of that if there wasn't so much other kind of stuff going on here.
Wow.
But that's a really great game, guys. I'm trying to remember. I believe Conquest is the big one. They basically say, play Conquest first. Don't grab the other one. I can't remember.
I thought they have a third one coming out here.
Revelation was like DLC. You can only buy 2 games.
Yeah, it's only like 2 games.
Conquest and I feel bad, guys. It's like Retribution or one of the two.
It's like Conquest.
I got the combo thing, so that's why
you come to a decision, and depending on what you pick, what you pick might be on that Conquest card, but what you pick might not be, and then you have to pick buy another card.
Screw it. The game starts. You're playing with
it's like 2 warring
family thing, and you're told by the one side, "No, you're a member of us," and it's like a whole amnesia thing. And then the other people are like, "Wait a minute, you're a long lost sister, and you were kidnapped." So you get pulled between the 2 sides.
Pick between the 2 sides.
Yeah, and the funny thing is you got a lot of characters on this side you hate, a lot here. Like, they make the characters so good, the way that they're written.
It makes it hard to choose.
That it's hard to choose.
Nice.
And so I've been liking that, but again, there's a lot of other stuff. So I have not been able to put as much time as I probably would like to into that game. So
we need you people all to like subscribe and give us monies and shit so we can just quit quit my full-time job and I can just play video games my whole life.
We have, what's it called? To throw in here, we have out of region 3DSs. So you've been playing a little bit of a game that isn't coming out here to the US until the middle of April.
Yes, I've been playing the European version?
Yeah, it's
UK
European.
version?
It's English. Which is pretty good.
English version.
Yeah.
Of Bravely Second.
I know, I was...
Yeah, I almost said Bravely Default. Bravely Default 2, but it's Bravely Second. Picked that up, imported it from Europe. So, been playing that.
Demo's coming March 10th, guys, to the US.
A lot of fun. If you played Bravery, if you played Bravely Default, you'll definitely love this game. Very much just like Bravely Default. A lot of the menus look the same. It was really easy to dive right back into it, and it literally felt like a continuation.
It basically does what Default did, but adds and makes it better.
Yeah, it adds. Like, I'm not very far into it, so like I haven't gotten any kind of like city building thing or like kind of like how Bravely Default had. So I don't know what that has, but
and it's not really spoilers because I mean the first intro cinematic kind of it pretty much picks up a bit after what's it called, and it's like Tiz basically got his ass
picks up 2 years after Bravely Default. Well, Tiz is in a coma.
Yeah, he basically got his ass.
Tiz is in a coma, and you play a character named Yew. And I feel like they did that because there'll be dialogue in the game. We're like, oh, come with us, you. And it's like, they're talking to you, but they're actually talking to you. Like, it's not bad. It's very good. I'm actually, well, I'm not going to say where I'm at in the game because that would be like super spoiler.
And it's another one of those, you'd be playing it more if there wasn't so much stuff going on.
Exactly. Well, which is why I need to focus on single player stuff right now. And
exactly. Beat those out and then boom.
So there's that.
Real quick. Oh, Nadia, of course, the old cast is in there, and she's still voiced by the same voice actress.
Same with Anya's is voiced by the same person. Like,
I shouldn't do the thing. It's just the way like
unacceptable.
We've clipped that before. But
yeah. So excellent game. You're definitely going to want to check that out when the demo comes out for that.
Now we don't know, guys. This is a good tangent. When the demo was out in Europe, because we were able to put that on there too. Stuff carried over just like it did with Bravely Default.
Yeah,
we got the demo. So download the demo on the 10th, play it, and you'll be able to get items as usual again and carry stuff over to the retail game.
Yeah, because they straight have the option in there to import data. So
yes,
been great if it would import data from Bravely Default. But
I don't have too much more. Do you want to talk about a certain older game that you've been playing?
Yeah. Thanks to my brother here, I got Grand Theft Auto 4 up and running on my computer again because fuck you when games for Windows Live.
Rockstar and Windows 10. It's a whole mix of shit.
But you can't just go and buy and run GTA 4 on your computer. I don't know
if you have Windows 10, it will not run through Steam, guys. This isn't like
if you're on Windows 7, would it run just fine through Steam?
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, it used to.
It's because Windows 10 doesn't have...
Yeah, there are memory restrictions because, like, on the newer hardware, GTA 4 doesn't recognize. It's like my video card, it only shows, like, I have 1 or 2 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, they screwed that port up big time.
Oh, it was bad. Well, that Rockstar wasn't too comfortable with. That was the big first...
But it was fun.
We had other pieces.
Yeah, it's really fun. I forgot how good that game is. Going through it might be my favorite GTA game. My favorite currently is Vice City. And I think right now my favorite cast is Vice City, but going back through GTA 4, because you got to keep in mind, like, I never beat GTA 4 when it first came out. I got up to a bank heist for Packy.
4-leaf clover.
Yeah, and I stopped. And
literally at the halfway point.
And I stopped playing.
Yeah. And it gets...
So going back there doing that, and then like I just forgot how great that cast is.
Oh,
like,
the writing was
Nico
awesome.
and Roman are fantastic.
Yeah.
Like I love Nico and Roman. And on the PC, it looks pretty good.
We need to try though,
doesn't
maybe doing the mod thing sometimes, because you really can get aliasing and you can get some of that,
get all that stuff,
the clean stuff up on there.
Yeah, game runs great,
and real cars.
But got all that running, so I'm playing through that.
That's awesome.
Not too far in. I just killed Vlad. No,
not spoilers, guys.
Well, like I said, so not killed. Just killed Vlad. I just got my first mission from Mr. Faustine.
Oh, nice.
Where they shoot Roman in the stomach on your way out.
And see, that's what, guys, I loved about GTA 4. I mean, I want to make sure we'll start around news around 20 minutes, so we're good on time. But the thing that I loved about that game is they were able to take like dark shit, like dark stuff, and they were able to inject comedy into it. And make you like really feel for these characters and the shit they went through, but also kind of have you laughing at the same time. And it was a good blend. They've always been good with that, but I felt like 5, where they misstep, was having that forced switching between the characters.
Yeah. 5's characters they're just not as memorable.
And plus, I think 4 had a lot of systems that I know people complained about the driving, but I still think the driving was more realistic.
I like the heavier
the
driving.
car damage was better.
Yeah.
Because
traffic density is a lot better too.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if
there's way more cars
consoles.
In GTA 4.
Yeah, most of you guys that play GTA 4 played it on console, and the traffic density was set real low. On PC, you can jack it up.
Jack it almost to a detriment.
Don't recommend that if
Yeah,
you're doing the
like,
chase missions.
Yeah, because things can get really bad, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
Been playing that.
Oh, I've been also playing on the European 3DS because I'm very upset, guys. Now, listen, some of you guys might laugh, but Style Savvy Trendsetters, right? Came out here in the US, and it was actually a big hit with like a lot of guys and whatnot, because it is a legit fun game where you start like your own little fashion store boutique, rise up from the bottom to the top. Dude, don't even hate on this, man. Like I haven't played it, and Kaylee would sit there and she was getting into it. I haven't said
anything.
Anyways, guys, it came out in Japan, huge game. Finally came to Europe, huge game there. Has not been announced yet for the US, but I'm playing it. And when you have the Squid Girl amiibo and you put this on, you get a whole set of fashion clothes that are like Squid. You get like ink leggings, you get like leather jackets that have like the spray paint designs and stuff. So you get pretty cool stuff with it. And it's just, come on guys, bring that to the US. It has amiibo support. You guys are saying you want to bring games out that utilize the amiibos more. Please do that, Nintendo. Please. I know Style Savvy didn't maybe sell too well, and I got my copy for like $5 when Best Buy was clearancing them. But bring it here, please, because it's a good game. The big one?
No.
What
I'm
else?
playing Super Smash Brothers for the 3DS.
Oh, yes.
Really
How
fun.
are you liking that? And have you messed with the Squid amiibos? Don't worry.
I haven't done any of the amiibo stuff yet. When they initially announced Smash for 3DS, I was like, fucking stupid. No. That game's really fun on 3DS. Like,
it is.
Really, really fun. So much to the point where I'm considering picking up for the Wii U, but again, so much stuff. I'm like, maybe let's wait and see if that thing comes down in price.
Mm-hmm. How do you like the art style? Because, like, I mean, I have not played the Wii U version, but we've seen the footage, and they have the outline, I think, around the characters.
Yeah, like, I like it. Like, the game's fun. Little Mac's my favorite character.
Yeah, and I think, I've been pretty good with the tangents, but I think what Nintendo did with that is pretty good, and I think the rumors, like with the NX, we're going to see more of that, games that work and maybe the graphics are degraded. That's all I'm saying.
Game looks really good and the game plays really good. Awesome game.
Lots of Nintendo, guys.
I'm trying to think what else. XCOM 2, but I've talked about that. I haven't gone back.
We've talked about maybe picking it up. It's almost been 2 months since we did a news episode.
Well, I played it.
Yeah.
I got to the last mission, but I disabled autosave because I don't like autosave. Yeah. And it's funny because I guess according to a lot of people,
I have not bought it.
That game's a hot mess.
It is. Yeah,
like that game's a buggy, crashy piece of shit
on PC.
On PC.
Oh wait, it's only on PC.
Yeah, only on PC. Well, we're so used to everything being crap. But I didn't have any problems with it, so I'm playing it. I'm loving it. My game's running fine. Videos that are in between loading scenes ran a little bit slow, but I'm like, okay,
you can
hold
control to speed it up or something like that.
You can turn cap locks on.
That's what it is.
Yeah. But I wasn't having any problems with it, so I'm like, I don't know what the fuck people are talking about, man. This game runs fine. It looks fantastic. Looks great. go to run the last mission, hadn't saved in like 4 hours of play, game crashed on me. I haven't gone back since because I was so heartbroken when I saw the little. There's a problem for an error's occurred. I was like, oh no, no. I haven't gone back since. I need to because I really liked it. And I really want to finish it, but
that upsets me because
so sad.
Firaxis has been around for a while,
long time,
and the fact that it's a PC exclusive and that there are so many issues with it really just I don't know. It just ticks me off, like to no end.
And that's the thing with PC. You look at Arkham Knight and. Some people had massive problems with Arkham Knight.
People that complain about PC and the headaches, I understand where you guys come from. Mm-hmm. I mean, you do get a better experience when things are ironed out and whatnot on PC versus console. But I give some of you guys don't want to deal with that.
QA testing for PC is very hard. Think about all the possible hardware configurations that exist.
But see, going forward, though, in the future, it's only going to get better, obviously, because of the x86 and a lot of the consoles catching and because of the technological, they're going to all be on the same level at some point where... We're not going to hopefully have these issues, which I like.
So, I think... I mean, aside from the big one.
Yeah, the big one's going to be...
I think that's all I've been playing.
That's about... here. I mean, I might have booted up one game here.
I haven't been playing... I haven't been playing big games as much as I should have been. I don't know. I've been tired a lot lately.
It's the age thing catching up. And again, guys, we apologize. There's a lot of big blockbusters coming out that it's like... We're kind of catching up on some stuff, and we're kind of playing odds and ends. So, there's certain games that are going to be coming. Like we've said again, Uncharted 4 got delayed a little bit. News.
We won't have anything on that because we're not.
We owe it to you guys to play through some of the older ones first. Yeah. Before we do that.
So with that being said, the game we've both been playing a lot more than I have. A lot more than I have.
Got it hooks.
Is Black Desert Online.
Yeah. The Popo.
Always. Oh, God, is he going to start freaking out? Where is he? Oh, here he goes.
That's close, though.
So I'm going to let you go ahead and talk the most about that because you've spent the most time in it. I have just spent a little bit of time. He's going to freak the fuck out, isn't he?
If our dog barks, it's the police sirens.
If he starts barking, we apologize. Yeah, there it goes. So is he just
let's sit a minute. I'm going to quiet that audio and I'm going to clip it and... No, he'll stop in just a second. Dexter, go lay down, man. We're good. We're filming. They're gone. Go look for mommy and daddy.
Cool. That was easy.
Poopy butt.
All right. So, Black Desert Online.
Oh man, so good.
We both started playing. Well, you actually had a little bit of a head start. I did not. All I've done is I've made a character and I played a little bit into it. Let him talk because he's done a lot more in that game than I have.
Yeah, this is the game, guys. It's been around for 3-4 years in the gaming news. It's all, the character creator. That was the huge selling point, right?
Character creator's amazing.
Yeah, and so everybody had all these doubts.
We would have had a video of it up if my game recording software.
What we'll do, guys, down here, I'm going to put some pictures in of some of the celebrity creations. I'm using one. There's these sites you can go to for templates. So when you make a character, you can load in these celebrities.
Yeah, do you save the template and then you load the template?
Yeah, you go to this site. Here's the problem. Some of these celebrities aren't quite right. My Ranger is Emma Stone. Yeah, but I have Emma Stone blonde because the brunette wouldn't load. So what I did is actually change the Emma Stone out because there were some things that were kind of messed up with it. And then I got her in game, and it's in 3D, it's a little off. Because there's no race issues here, guys, but because the game is a Korean MMO, they really don't have a lot of Western eye choices. You can kind of round them out a little bit. Again, not race, whatever, but the Emma Stone was a little more Asian looking, and that's okay.
You can change the size of it. You can grab.
You can tweak.
Dude, it's 6 different parts of the eye you can grab and adjust. The character creator for that game.
They need to license it out to other games. But it is solely unique. The engine they built from the ground up in this game is also unique. So when the news of this game came out, everybody was like, all right, that's cool. It's got a great character creator. How's the gameplay? And the gameplay is interesting, guys, because it takes what all the other MMOs do and throws all that shit out the window for the most part. And it pulls a little from each game. And no dungeons, no raids.
Oh, yeah, no dungeons, no raids.
The end game's kind of non-existent.
Because the end game is guild versus guild battles.
Yeah, crafting professions. And aside from having full control over building, houses and environments, there's housing. It's kind of almost like Minecraft / Harvest Moon MMO with professions and all that. I love you get rewarded for exploration. There's no fast travel system.
Nope.
The game is gorgeous aside from Pop-In, which I will give it a break on because first off, it is a Korean developed MMO by a game developer that I don't know if they made a game before. It's a start, and the fact that the only loading screen is in the game is when you first load in.
When you first load in, and it's not even that long of a load.
It is impressive, guys. I am now at level 20. I have not killed a monster since level 14.
Jesus.
This game promotes AFK fishing.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah, and I don't want to go too in depth.
And it's cool to see.
It is.
Just people lined up on the shoreline, just you AFK fish. Yeah. Like, the game is built for you to AFK fish.
Yeah, and you would think that would hurt the economy in the game, and I know that people will be making more money and the prices in the auction house might tweeter a little, but they put minimum maximums in there for items.
You can't gouge the auction house.
And the fish, unless you dry them out and sell them on the auction house for less value, you sell the fresh fish to a market trader that is usually a flat fee. You can set up trade nodes and you can bargain with the guy to get better percentages. But basically, the economy hopefully won't really get screwed. And botting, because you like, it's weird because I have trade options. I got to look more into the trade thing, but you can't trade.
Can't trade between other players.
Basic like gold stuff.
Yeah,
there's subtle options because when people walk past me, sometimes I'll get the trade to pop. But I think it is very strict. You can only give them the letters of repayment.
This game is so strict. They have an energy system for you to chat with, which sounds terrible. Sounds like a terrible idea.
Works.
Fucking genius.
Yeah.
And he's going to tell you why that's genius.
Yeah, I'm going to try not to take up too much time on this.
This episode's going to be long.
Taking a lot on it. Yeah, because the news they haven't started with and stuff coming. But what I thought was great, people in general chat, right? It's a general chat. So you get interesting stuff.
Trolls.
It's all political. Now let me say first before I get to the energy system, I'm actually very impressed with this community. There's been some bugs that were present in the beta. Like on the Head Start. I played in the closed beta 2, and then I played in the Head Start. And there were these bugs where like the map wouldn't open. Your character wouldn't look like your custom person when you made them and you loaded into the game.
Yeah.
All these things.
Side tangent. Awesome feature of the game. There's no fast travel, but that's okay because you set a waypoint.
Yes.
Press the auto run button and it will navigate to where you need to go.
Yeah.
You don't got to stay there. Sorry.
No, that's right. Because here's the problem I have with a lot of games.
Fucking feature.
Like World of Warcraft, another Matt tangent. On NeoGAF, they had a great post that this guy was really going on about that first experience you had with an MMO that really sucked you in. And for a lot of people, it was like World of Warcraft, where the world. And now it's like it's all about the race to get to the max level. And because of the internet and guides and a lot of that stuff that are so out there, I think that sense of exploration is gone. And the reason why I like Black Desert Online so much is because you're rewarded with contribution points for exploring the world. Enemy hit points in a lot of that. You don't see them at first until you fight that enemy more and you get to know them.
You gotta kill an enemy multiple times.
Yeah, I fought a black
to
bear
learn
and
things about them.
Yeah,
because the first time you encounter an enemy of a particular type of enemy, you don't see his hit points. You have to fight a couple of them
and gain the knowledge on them.
Learn and gain knowledge about them.
Yeah.
The game's awesome.
Yeah, you get to run around. There's different farms that can specialize in like potato farming. It's like you can put points in and basically like
boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Potatoes. Put that down there.
Potatoes.
But it's great because, there's like worker systems. The cool thing with this game is it's so in depth and so many people try to push to get to the max level. And it's like, I'm going to take my time with this one. And there's no subscription fee. So I think for the $29.99, I think it's there for people to check out. You guys will read a lot of controversy about the pricing of stuff. And I'm not going to lie. I think
they have a microtransaction system in there. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I bought the $50 game that was like the Explorer. It comes with a couple other things.
What did you get with that?
That came with a tier 3 horse, which you can tame any horse you find in the wild, but my pack also comes with a horse whistle, which I've read and they made it sound like you just blow the whistle and the horse just...
Yeah, otherwise if you dock your horse in a stable, you have to go to that specific stable to get it. Really awesome.
I got to pick out 5 pieces of furniture for my house.
Yes.
I got 2 guest passes, which we put up on our MIGCAST Facebook page.
They may be gone. Check them. I'll also put my third up because I don't know if anybody grabbed it.
Yeah, put those up there.
You can play for 7 days. Your stuff carries over if you buy the game.
And then I bought a outfit with real money. It was $30 real cash. It was an outfit.
He spent $80, which is pretty much what you're...
It was a skin. And the thing that's nice about the skins is they go in what's called an outfit slot. So that's how my guy will look, and then I can equip better gear and stuff, and it'll still keep my look. I bought it because My guy straight looks like a Bloodborne fucking character.
Oh, yeah.
Like straight, like pointy hat.
We'll put costume guys down
yeah,
there.
like fucking cool.
Yeah, and I want to add in, you have set bonuses on those costumes, and some people complain it's not too bad. It's like 10%
Yeah, it's
XP.
like, oh, you're paying to win.
Yeah, a lot of people complain because what they did when you bought the $100 version, you got free Dom Cash. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if they're doing.
I think it's Damn. I think it's supposed to be Damn.
Yeah, they're the European publisher. I believe
they're the ones that brought it here.
Or is Pearl Abyss the creator? I'll maybe MIGCAST that.
Because Pearl Abyss is the creator in Korea. They're the ones that made it.
Okay.
Damn Games.
Yes.
Are the ones that brought it here.
Yeah, our prices are higher after conversion than Korea. The game kind of so-so because a lot of the Koreans, they like a lot of generalizations. They like a lot of the classic. They're playing MMOs from 7-8 years ago. It's kind of like the WoW thing.
Well, in Korea, it's a very, like, the microtransaction MMOs are a very big thing.
And Black Desert Online is ranked 7th right now, which is not bad. Russia, I believe the game did pretty good, but they did not release a lot of the stuff yet, so they're rolling out some of these costumes.
Yeah, it's like we're a little behind on patch releases.
Yeah, half of the game's not even open to us.
Yeah,
the whole desert area, but the game is huge. But no, this is going long, guys.
Dude, it doesn't. This is gonna be a long episode.
Yes, I still have a bit to say though about this.
Oh yeah,
that's why I don't want to rush.
We haven't even talked about the combat.
Oh no, yeah, we're getting there. But let me finish because I had a tangent about this. The store still, right? I didn't finish about. We're still going to be getting more costumes, and I wonder if they purposely maybe didn't bring out because there is underwear that you can also put under your freaking costume. You have an underwear slot. Here's the thing: the special lingerie and then like all the stuff that the guys can wear has like luck stats, and so like if you want to fish. It's all about
stripped down into
you put your underwear on, then you put your costume on, then you have your gear on. And because your costume has set bonuses, your other armor can. Oh God, there's so much to say about this, guys.
Check it out.
All right,
it's so good.
I will give you guys if you love armor customizations and you love getting every freaking 3 levels on a lot of these MMOs. I always get stressed because you're always swapping out armor, and in this game, don't expect that. In fact,
this is not World of Warcraft like that.
Yeah,
this game I feel. Like a lot of people said, is really catered to old school MMO players. Like this game does not hold your hand. It's got tutorials,
PvP, social, crafting.
Yeah,
it's like Harvest Moon and PvP, Minecraft style.
Like it is not your typical MMO. No. Like I mean, like
but that's why it's important, I think, to look at. And
yes.
Mike Fahey from Kotaku played it. I read his write up, and he actually was pretty cool about it. It was one of those.
All the critics have had good things to say about it.
Yeah. And the only thing that you will see negative is the price of the costumes, which they had even changed before the game launched. They were actually $29.99 for the costumes. They've come down. I think I technically paid $25 for my costume. And I was okay, guys, with that because we paid $80 to play the game, and that's
and as far as I'm concerned,
Reggie,
yeah,
that's the price of a premium, like Battlefield Limited Edition with the content we got.
That's how I look at it. Like
mounts,
it's
pets,
fun.
We got a lot of shit.
It's a good game. Check it out. The combat.
Yes, Josh. You tell them. I'm starting to.
Yeah, I'll go combat. I love the combat in this system. Now I'm playing as a melee character, and something you should know about characters. And some people are kind of like, "Boo." I think this is kind of cool feature. Classes are gender locked.
Tied to gender. Yes,
they're tied to gender. So I play as a berserker. Berserker wields 2 very large axes. He's a big hulky dude. Only a male. There is no female version of the Berserker.
They have a slight version of that.
They have a female, something not called a Berserker. It'll be called something else.
Valkyrie.
But is it Valkyrie?
I think Valkyrie. They're kind of like a paladin. They're like Berserker, Healy. It's paladin kind of. But
whereas like Archer, you can't be a male Archer. You can only be a female Archer.
Those thighs.
You know, same with sorceress. Well, wizard.
Yeah, they have
wizard.
If you're a wizard, you're the old middle-aged Gandalf guy. Put that down here. The Gandalf that you can get online, awesome.
Yeah. So
I'll wait.
Yeah. So classes are gender locked. I'm okay with that. You have a lot of people, especially SJWs, are like, "Oh, it's not right." I think it's kind of cool. So naturally, I'm playing as a berserker.
We don't necessarily, guys, hate on it. We try not to bring that stuff.
I think it's kind of a cool thing, you know, like
they're doing something different.
Yeah,
you know,
it's kind of it makes sense. A woman's an archer. You know why? Women tend to be more nimble and agile than men are.
They're smarter than men too. I mean, I'm not trying to be what's it called?
A berserker is a man because he's just a mountain of muscle and just a hulking dude. Works out. Combat. Awesome. You have a hotbar, right? But it doesn't work like your normal combat where you walk up, press the auto attack.
You won't be as effective. You can use the hotbar.
You can use the hotbar.
But you can't combo as well.
But the game is more action RPG like, where you can use a hotbar, but everything that's on your hotbar too is also mapped to keys on the keyboard. And you build out combos. And the system will show you. So like one of my combos might be forward right click, forward left click, shift click, E. And that is a combo. It's a series of hits that creates a combo that does more damage. Mm-hmm. And the combat's great. I don't know how it is for like sorcerers or anything, but like for a big hulking berserker, every time I hit the enemy, the screen shakes. It's loud. I've had to turn the bass down and my sound effects down in the game because the combat sounds are so fucking loud. It's a great change of pace.
I still got so much to do. This will be the longest episode of MIGCAST. I'm going to go an hour 20.
When I showered this morning, I was thinking to myself as I was getting in the shower, I'm like,
this is the Black Desert Online podcast.
This is going to be a long episode.
Because I'm okay with that. You're talking about stuff, and it's making me think about so much more I want to say.
The combat, and again,
we're not sponsored by this. No, we're just excited.
Is so fun. Yeah. So fun.
I wanted to interject. It takes kind of a bit like what Guild Wars 2 did, but it also almost feels like what fighting games do. Like it really has that mix of the combos. And I'm going to tell you guys, it's hilarious because I always will play as an archer, somebody with a bow, always a woman, always red hair, always green eyes, maybe freckles.
Why do you always play as a woman?
Because it's fun I'm one of those people that will sit there and you guys can think as an excuse or whatever. It's nice to be somebody different than your normal skin.
If I gotta stare at the ass of a character, it's gonna be
and people can think that that's an excuse, but no, I mean, it's true. A lot of guys, it's kind of even a nice release to do that or whatnot. So I made this ranger, and I read that in terms of PvE and a lot of PvP, they are OP as hell. They're awesome. I played a ranger in the closed beta, and it was really cool.
Berserkers are the worst in PvP from what I hear.
Issue with the ranger is allegedly it gets boring as heck. I love some of the attacks I have, but it was like, level 20, you'll get a roll evade, and then at 42, you get your really awesome, like, raining hell down on enemies, and I'm like, it's going to be boring until 42. I'm like, no, get out of here. So I was reading, and they said, then you have the sorceress, which is basically like the rogue, kind of like World of Warcraft in a lot of games, but with black magic, like, worked into their... and a lot of people will say it's Nightcrawler from the X-Men mixed in with black magic. So you can, you phase around. You got like the purple. It's cool, they're harder to play. So I've actually gone out of my comfort zone a little bit to play one of the allegedly the hardest class to play in the game. And because I'll admit with MMOs, I'm kind of a filthy casual. I put time into stuff, but I'm one of those. I've never been good at the raid thing. Right? It takes time. So yeah, I may be a bit off more than I can chew, but we'll see.
My character has an ability where I grab an enemy and throw him into the ground.
It's
fucking awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the special.
Awesome. And when I do my AoE attack, I stomp the ground. I stomp with one foot and I take another step. So I'm just like, boom, boom, boom. Game's fucking cool.
There's awakenings, and we have not done that. They're the super attacks that you look on. There's a lot.
Oh no.
And okay, guys, it's pay to win. No, it's not. But there's going to be like skins or like new super like awakenings that I believe they're going to add, or I'm confused about this. Or there's weapon skins, and that weapon will have the different awakening.
Special type of
but you do some cool. Yeah, the ranger, what was nice is they literally can do like a 20-foot friggin' backflip.
That's crazy.
Because they're all about the distance. My character is squishy as heck. I can get hit just a few times and I'm dead. And so my whole big thing is the rolls and the phase shift, like in the evading that way. The ranger has to keep a lot of distance.
So good.
But, and like I said, the AFK fishing was great because one night I was chatting with an old friend on Facebook and I was alt-tabbing out of the game and it's like your character will auto-fish and you're making 400 grand each batch of fish you're getting. So like every hour or two you go and you take that 400 grand. And
just walk away.
We even tangented because I never finished the weapon system. Like, there's literally only for each like character, like the classes, there's only like 6 sets of armor in the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of you, like I said, are going to think that's boring.
Yeah, like it's again, this is not your typical MMO.
So I'm in my endgame armor, except for like the best in slot, which drops from a world boss. I'm in like
they have world bosses.
Yes,
they have world bosses, but this game is very much a social MMO,
Yes.
very much a guild versus guild type thing.
I'm side tangenting so much, dude, because we're gonna come around here and then
You
we'll
didn't
move
even
into
mention
news.
like the whole like putting bounties out. Like,
Well, yeah, and we started even talking about the energy in chat, and I never finally finished that thing. Yeah.
Jesus.
Guys, again, timestamp, click. If this is pissing you off, just click to the news. We'll put the link in there and you guys can click it and jump. But, god damn, I even just forgot already what I was talking about.
Well, there was
I
like
was
you
talking
can
about
like
the
put
ability- the armor sets.
yeah, armor sets.
Yeah, so I'm already in like the best armor, like except for like the really fucking huge shit, which I believe you can still sell. Some of the world boss gear that drops and like the witch ears you can buy, and they're like 2 million gold, which sounds like a lot. That's 4 batches of fishing.
Yeah.
So leave your game on, go
How much
watch.
money do you have so far?
Oh, but see, I've been buying Blackstones and stuff. I've made maybe about 6 million fishing, and I have gold bars. Because guys, guess
Do they
what?
have platinum coins in that game?
No.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing: you have coins on you. It's not cash money bills. That stuff weighs.
It weighs.
It weighs.
It takes up weight.
So when you get heavy with silver, when you start the game off, you have to go into like a currency guy, convert it to gold, and then stash it like in a bank or a warehouse or whatever, which I like. And I know a lot of people sit there. You can pay money to unlock inventory slots. You can unlock better weight. Your gear has better weight stuff. But as you play the game, it's there. So it's one of those like if you're a casual that has the money and you want them, you can skip that.
Maybe you just got paid and you're like, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I really like this game. I'll kick $20 to it this month for stuff.
And I think that's great. And if you guys don't like that, vote with your like. Don't buy costumes. They'll drop their prices.
Yeah, they'll drop their prices.
Yeah, because like I said, the conversion. They know how America is with a lot of our stuff, and they are gouging. But in
fat lazy Americans, they'll just pay for everything.
Yeah, but I mean, in fairness, like I said, the game is a fresh. It's great because we have like an MMO. It's not like a
addiction problem.
No, like a worn out. Like we have like.
We're burned out.
I'm trying to think. That's the phrase I was thinking.
That's really
of.
the best I can. Like
they're all just the same.
I haven't touched WoW in
reskin shit.
5 months.
Yeah, in fact, me and him really love Final Fantasy 14, and it's mainly my fault for kind of just stopping playing because I think if I had gone on more, we had gotten the expansion. We haven't touched. We're like level.
The problem with MMOs
51?
is they are
demanding.
They're very demanding of time.
Yes.
And especially at a time right now where you have so much stuff coming out, like video games are ramping up, like we're getting into spring, like this is, I mean, you'll see when we talk about what's coming out, like
this is a rough year, guys.
This is a
for your
lot
wallets.
coming out. Yeah, this is going to be a
You have to pick and choose.
brutal year for people's wallets if you're into video gaming.
I'll admit I am not getting a game at all this month. I mean, it's there's a lot of stuff coming out, and I should. Well, I know we'll get to that in a minute because that's news, right? That's going to be what's coming up on the horizon, and that's the nice thing is before we've kind of screwed you guys. I think on the last 3 news episodes, like nothing's coming out.
Yeah, no, that's
but stuff is. But yeah, fuck. All right, we're just gonna come around. We can wrap up the Black Desert Online thing.
Well, yeah, because I figured what we'll do here is we'll wrap up what we're talking about. Probably pause for a moment because I'm not gonna lie, I got a crap on deck that could choke a donkey. So. And this episode's going to be
try to make that
so
quick because I think we've been pretty dialed in, guys.
I think we've been very dialed in.
And we'll talk about that too coming.
Like I said,
in the future.
we've had so much to play, and
we've had reflection.
Black Desert's been really the big thing. I think that's all. That's all I've been playing.
Oh, I didn't want a Matt tangent, guy. Like, so here's the thing: I had so much. There's more, and I know you're like trying to schmooze it. I was telling them about the energy system with like chat, and you brought it up, and I kind of moved off of that. I'll admit, guys, sometimes when you're fishing, it can be boring. And because a lot of the people, I'm not a troll. I've kind of grown out of that. I was never a real dickhead to people. I would always do these funny characters and voices in shooters and games just to kind of make it more fun. And I wouldn't necessarily harass people. But in like general chat, sometimes it's boring. You kind of want to like join in just to kind of like the hornet's nest. But this game community is actually really, really good. And I was talking about the bugs. And some bugs in beta could be fixed with these simple fixes. But then the patch, when the game came out day 1, those fixes wouldn't work. So people had a lot of issues. I kind of put myself out there a bit to help people. And whispering people in the game does not cost energy. And technically
only posting the chat channel.
General chat, which is just like a vicinity, very little
that doesn't cost
area,
any.
Doesn't cost. The channel chat, is technically the old general chat.
Yeah,
other
general
games.
chats, basically. Trade chats.
One post is 1 energy.
Yep.
And what was great about this is because there was political debates going on. I even got involved in it, but nobody was name calling. I mean, you'd get people coming and going Trump 26, like funny stuff, but people were actually talking about, oh, so-and-so might work better for this and this. the community's actually pretty good. Aside from some people that would bitch when people were like, I have this bug and I can't fix it. They're like, Google mofo.
L2 play.
Yeah, you can spend 30 energy, which is kind of hefty. It's not too bad. I have a max of 40 at the moment, and it does kind of rebuild at a decent rate, but it's not too bad. But you can like request a temporary like mute on that person,
like somebody, and not
I
just.
don't know how it works.
We're pretty sure it's not that it mutes it for you.
It mutes it for that.
You
channel.
spend 30 energy, and it mutes that person.
I think
for
the system.
everybody.
Yeah, they might have a system that looks at kind of what they're posting. But to put this into perspective, there are people trying to gold farm and sell. There are like companies that are thinking they can do this. There's no system for them to do
trade.
it. But there's advertisers. So it'll be great because I don't know if you say the same thing 3 times. I think the energy cost
will go up if you're spamming.
We think. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
So it's great. Somebody can only spam a channel for so long.
Awesome.
Then you're on energy.
Yeah.
You can't talk in that channel until the energy builds back up.
And what I noticed,
genius.
Yeah, the political chats would go on for about 10 minutes,
and then
boom,
stop.
And all it takes, because you get your energy like maybe once every 2 or 3 minutes, that's enough time for the topics to change.
Mm-hmm.
So then that whole chat's dead. And then at some point, lollies and like Japanese like tentacle stuff came up, and there was like funny humor about like, yeah, I'm fishing up your girlfriend's like your girlfriend's family and octopus stuff. Like, yeah, there's like funny stuff like that going on, but it's generally a pretty good community for day one. That's impressive.
So I mean,
there's bounties, there's all this. PvP's
check it out. Like honestly, take some time if you like MMOs.
Don't let the bad articles get you down on the money stuff.
Do some reading up on it. Take a look around on it. Check it out. Like, it's a good game. It's got some promise.
Yeah, you know what? It really does, guys. And I think, damn, O's, they deserve the attention for making something fresh and original.
I think that. Yeah. I think that handles what we've been playing.
What we've been playing. Yeah, we'll get into news.
Yeah, so we'll break and then we'll do news.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a giant bomb episode.
And we'll do a
3-hour-long podcast.
We'll do a semi-introduction again for people that have skipped. But if you are watching this, thank you for watching this, and we're glad that you guys are kind of interested in
we're gonna come back
MMOs.
and we're gonna do some talk about the news.
Awesome.